Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Antonucci. I'm going to talk to you about your first scales practicing assignment. This is for folks that are new to the jazz program this year. If you are a returner, don't watch this video. Stop it now and watch the next video. But if you're new to the jazz band, either Jazz Band 2 or CJB, watch this video. So we're going to work on memorizing your scales because that's one of the biggest things you can do during the summer to ensure that your September is a lot of fun. If you don't really come with your scales memorized, you're gonna struggle a little bit. So I want you to start working on those now, and spend about 15 minutes a day in the month of July every day working on your major scales. And once you do that, you'll find that you memorize them pretty quickly. I'm sure you already have a number of them already memorized. This is the scale packet. If you didn't notice what I clicked on, I went to materials, I clicked on scale packet, I scrolled down to the second page, and I'm just making it a little larger so you can see it better. But this is a major scales packet, and it lists all the notes in each major scale. For example, if you were playing in the key of B flat, you'd read left to right, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Okay, so you could read the scale up and down, and same thing with F, C, G, etc., etc. Now, if you're a concert pitch instrument, you're going to read the first line and just go left to right and keep moving down. If you're an alto saxophone, you're going to start on G. You're going to read left to right and keep going down. When you get to the bottom, you go back to the top, right? This is like a big continuous loop. And by doing so, you'll go through all 12 major scales. If you are a trumpet or a tenor saxophone, you're going to start on the C line. You're going to read left to right, and you're going to go down line by line. When you get to the end, jump back up to the top and stop right before you get back to C. So by going through this big block of letters, reading left to right, one line at a time, you'll be able to play through all your major scales. Now, it's intentionally written out this way and not notes on a page. In West Hartford, we do a really great job of teaching you how to decode pictures on a page, but we do a really bad job of teaching you what notes are in the F major scale, or what notes are in the A major scale, or what notes are in the F sharp major scale. And if you can't articulate it, like if you can't say F sharp is F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, E, C sharp, D sharp, etc., etc. If you can't go through and speak out loud and tell me the alphabetic numbers, or names, you'll have trouble when we go to play through chords and scales and stuff in the jazz program. So starting here and reading this and reading the letter numbers is going to help you internalize them. You could start out just by playing these in half notes or quarter notes. The first thing is to learn the scale. So I would go through, maybe do quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16th notes. We do this in concert band every day. So I'm going to start here on G. I'm going to play my G major scale in quarter notes, eighths, and 16ths. So check it out. Okay, so if you've never really learned your major scales, start there. Just read left to right and go through all 12 major scales, reading it with your eyes, left to right. You might have to look up some slide positions or fingerings if you're a little confused, or you might have to write in some notes of the enharmonic equivalents. For example, if this is F sharp, but you always think G flat, you could write this out, print it out, and put a little G flat next to it. Okay, and basically just learn your 12 major scales, right? Quarter notes, eighths, and 16ths. And when you do those, notice I repeated the note at the top. Makes the scale symmetrical, okay? And it's just good practice to get into. I'm tonguing all those notes, and notice I'm repeating the 16th notes 2 times in a row. So for some of you, that's going to be hard enough for you. For example, like at F sharp, right, which for me is down here, sounds like this. the major scales. Just like that. Quarter notes, eighths, sixteenths. Now, once you do that, you should go back and practice them the jazz way or with our jazz articulation. In jazz articulation, we tongue up beats and slur to down beats. Let's say that again. We tongue up beats and slur to down beats. Okay? So we're going to use the phrase da, like da, 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 da. Da, da, ha, da, ha, da, ha. I'm going to say that again. Da, da, ha, da, ha, da, ha. Okay? And so I said da 2 times in a row, and then after that I alternated the das with the has. Da, da, ha, da, ha, da, ha. We're going to do that where da represents a tongue and ha represents a slur. And then we're going to play the scale up to the second scale degree on top. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is the second scale degree on top, and back down again. We're going to add that articulation. Sorry about that. I'll do it again. So when da, da, ha, 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 where the da is a tongue and the ha is a slur. Now, if you're trombone, you can't really slur very well. You have to tongue hard and soft, okay? Or not necessarily hard, more pronouncedly or more enunciatedly, and then very, very doodle-tongued or very soft. So, boom, ba, dum, ba, dum. And by doing so, you'll mimic the da, da, ha, even though you're tonguing every note, okay? So that's the next step. So the first is to play all your major scales using the sheet, quarter notes, eighth notes, and sixteenths. Repeat the top note. Play the 16th 2 times in a row. And then the next thing after you do that is go through and play them all up to the 9th, okay? Once you get done with that, I have something else for you that I'll post next week or the week after that can be the next version of that. But I want you to work on that. It's going to take you the month of July. Practice 10, 15 minutes of just this in all your practicing that you're doing. Take a little chunk of time and work through your major scales every day. Even if you start really slow, you could start with whole notes. It'd take you a while to go through all 12 scales, but you can do that too. Don't feel like you have to do it fast. You'll get fast as time goes on, but start just in quarter notes at first. Nice slow tempo. All right, so work through that and get those together, and I'll post something again soon about the next step for you to do. All right, thanks everybody. Talk to you soon.